Welcome, Cancer Leo, to your beginning of the month of July reading. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on in your energy, what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you for the beginning of the month. Cancer Leo. Best message for Cancer Leo, please. Best message for Cancer Leo. Five of Cups. Talking about that strong will going on over here, trying to get out of any kind of disappointments. Okay. This is a love situation. It could be don't let failures and poor choices in your love relationship ruin a great relationship for the future. So just kind of feeling like you're stuck, but also investing in the relationship also takes a back seat, right? So it's kind of like, I have to take a back seat. And that's just because you don't want to make those poor choices, right? So, I mean, it could be even finances, it could be anything. So take it how it resonates. But definitely taking a back seat so you don't make any kind of mistakes, right? And just trying to find your strong will within yourself. Clarifying on the Five of Cups. Kind of like I would say gathering yourself back together. Let's put it that way. That's a good way of saying it. This is not only going to clarify on the Five of Cups upside down, but also the entire reading was finding the balance, right? Pulling yourself back together, you know, finding that inner strength, that strong will that you have going on, really getting your thoughts together, things of that nature. Going straight to the situation. The situation is taking place in the present, the recent past, and the near future. Trying to get past a helpless and hopeless situation with the Eight of Swords over here. In the recent past, you have rest and reconsider. And in the near future, it's healing begins. So there's going to be something that needs to be healed over here, definitely, to get balanced again within yourself. So whether it's a relationship or just yourself, however it is, take it how it resonates. But definitely going to need some healing. With the rest and reconsider, it's like you're taking a kind of a, I'm going to move these down a little bit so I can move her up. You're kind of like taking a, you know, time out, we'll just say, right? You're just time out. I need some alone time. I need to get my thoughts back together. And this is how you pretty much got over there at the Five of Cups, recollecting yourself. Reconnecting with yourself and your emotions and recollecting all the things that are going on in your mind and trying to gather all the things that you need to get yourself back to where you feel comfortable and balanced. And definitely this is the time, you know, for strength and recharge, right? So same, kind of the same idea as the Five of Cups, right? In its own way, in reverse. So licking your wounds, right? Same idea, Nine of Wands. Yeah, from a love situation, yeah. From a love relationship that's just gone sour. It's really pulled away. It's really took an upside down turn. You're really observing the situation as you're taking this time out to recharge. Really, like I said, just gathering your thoughts and stuff together. I'm really kind of seeing the situation from a different point of view, right? The relationship. It could be a friend, it could be a love, it could be a parent, it could be anybody. But literally seeing it from a different perspective and really trying to acknowledge the situation, learning why things are going the way it is, thinking about the way things have been going on, you know, what is really, how did this turn around? How did this fall apart? With this Three of Wands, how can this disconnect? How did this just end up in a disconnect? You know, could have been you and a Leo. Could have been you and a Gemini. I have a lot of Gemini up here too. A lot of fire and Aries. Fire, so I'll say Aries or Gemini. trying to gather your strength together as the Queen of Wands over here, using that Leo side of you to gather back that strength. And there it is, trying to pull that strength back. Trying to find the confidence maybe in communicating this situation with this person, wanting to have that connection, wanting to talk about it, trying to figure out how we're going to speak to, you know, about the unsatisfactory of this relationship. Gathering the strength to have the conversation is really what it looks like, because it feels like it's helpless and hopeless over here. And yeah, it definitely is. With the Knight of Swords, it is not moving. They are not coming toward you. Definitely could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini. That's a Libra card now, so got that swords and fire going on. But it definitely has to, it's not going anywhere. If anything, they have not come toward you at all. Everything is just backwards. It's just, there's this weakness to this relationship. They might be showing you weakness as well. Not achieving the clarity that you need or the progress that you're looking for. So it's feeling helpless and hopeless if they're not coming toward you to have any kind of communication. Swords or communication. There's no communication. So if they're not making any progress, or you're not having any progress trying to get a hold of them to say something, or they're trying to get a hold of you, however you want to see it, there's no progress in making any kind of communicating ties with this person, whether it's on your end or them trying to come towards you one way or another, right? Whoever is trying to reach out, maybe you're both trying to reach out and you're both having, maybe you're both texting each other or erasing the messages, right? I'm not sure what to say. And so it keeps it imbalanced over here. Yeah, nobody's moving. There's an action that wants to be taken. There's a self-sacrifice that feels like it needs to be taken right now in the present, but no one's willing to do so. No one, not you, not them, no one. You have this coming together that you need to have, which it's not. It's just completely upside down. Trying to nurture the situation, but taking action to nurture the situation, but somebody needs to move. There's no moving, there's nothing. It's all just in your head, right? Or in their mind. Or like I said, it feels like it's both of you. You're both feeling the sadness. They're feeling the sadness too. So whatever happened to this relationship, there is a lot of sadness going on between you and this other person. The nurturing of the Empress is just showing fine. You know, I want this to come back around. It's showing that there is this will to want to have this work, but you have to have action, guys, for anything to happen for communication, right? It's not happening. No, everybody's stalemate. It's like you guys are in a chess game and no one's moving. You stalemated each other. Push each other into a corner so far that you can't move from the corner. Neither of you. You don't, no one knows. Yeah. 5 of Coins. You feel like you're out in the cold. They feel like they're out in the cold. The stubbornness that's going on over here of no one wanting to move. Wow, there's a lot of stubbornness. It's like if you have 2 stubborn people, how are you guys going to move? Like, I'm a Taurus. So if I was dating I am married. Okay, let's put it this way. I'm married to a Taurus, and I'm a Taurus. When I get mad, I'm not going to budge. When he gets mad, he's not going to budge. So when we get mad, we're not talking to each other for a while because it's going to take someone to intervene or some time. It's usually time, right, for us to chill out, to come back together. And even though you might be thinking, well, I would like to fix the situation if you would come talk to me. And then he's thinking the same thing. Well, I'd like to fix the situation if she'd come talk to me. Okay, well, get up off your butt and do it. Now, we know this. I can sit here and tell you this all day and night. That's the real scenario. But when it actually happens, I'm not going to do what I just told you. So, like, I know the rules, but it doesn't mean I play by the rules. Right? Because I'll forget. Because then I'll be upset. And then I'll be like, well, I know I'm supposed to, like, make the first move. Because he's not going to do it. No, you know what? No. Because then that stubbornness come in. So there's a stubbornness going on over here, you know, and for me to actually have to really move, I literally have to get into this kind of zone right here and be like, what are you doing? Why aren't you moving? Fine, I'll move, right? Like pep talk myself to remember. So there's this stubborn energy that's saying, I'm not going to do it if he's not going to do it. And then he's saying, well, I'm not going to do it if she ain't going to do it. So then you guys can just sit over here and be isolated from each other because no one's moving. So you're going to have to dig deep within this situation to come to the conclusion, you know, to pep talk yourself. You're going to have to pep talk yourself just like I do. Fine, I'll do it. I don't want to. But you're going to, you know, but who's going to do it? You know? And the crazy thing is you're watching the video. So it's probably going to end up you, right? Are they watching the video? Well, if they're cross watchers, they're watching the video, then the cross watcher would be like, dang it, I'll do it. Right? Okay, because seriously, who's going to do this, guys? No one's going to do this for you unless you have like some child that's like, just go talk to him, right? Or a friend who's like, just do it. Okay. So the healing process. So now you're going to have the healing, and that's where the healing process comes through, is actually moving, actually doing something, actually trying to get balanced, actually trying to take action, right? Getting yourself from being stuck inside the wall. It's like they pinned you to the wall. You have to take those swords out. Get dedicated to make the healing begin. So the healing begins is healing the relationship, healing yourself. Take it how it resonates. But I'm telling you, this is something that it feels like you both want to be friends, you both want to be in a relationship, but yet you're both too stubborn to do anything about it. Plain and simple. Take it how it resonates. And if this isn't your reading, please watch your regular, you know, Leo, Cancer, Rising, Venus, you know, all those things, right? Because literally this is for someone who really wants this to work, but there's a stubbornness coming out that's saying, if they're not moving, I'm not moving. If they're not texting, I'm not texting. But it's crazy because you have all this communication in here saying you might be texting and erasing the texts, and vice versa, them too. So if you want to move forward with this, the healing needs to begin. The healing is going to begin within yourself to get it balanced. The healing is going to come from the understanding of what I need to do to pull these swords out. Healing of the emotions, to actually want to, right? That's why you have the self-will and you're feeling very strong, but you have to have the healing to say, fine. Yeah, and here comes the truth, the balance. The truth is, if you want this to progress, you're going to have to heal the situation, right? And separate yourself from the things that actually hurt and get past the stubbornness. I'm just going to say stubbornness because it's really what a lot of it is. It's because of hurt and pain, of course. Absolutely, I see it. You know, we're not going to get that wrong. Then this will open up the lines of the communication with the Knight of Cups, because then your compassion will come out. The watery piece of you is now going to take over that fiery heat, stubborn piece of you that's saying, no. It could even be a little pride. Maybe the stubbornness that I'm seeing is not really stubbornness. Maybe it's a pride, right? Fire signs are very prideful. So maybe it's a pride, you know, and that's a part of who you are. But the water's going to come in and say, okay, you know what? Now I will either accept their apologies because they're coming back to apologize, or I can actually open up, be more compassionate, and allow these messages to now come through. I will allow them to come through. Either maybe you're in blocking their messages, but yet you want to talk to them. However that is. But it's either now you're accepting them, or now you're pushing them out. Or you're saying, let's work this out. You're offering that cup saying, I accept this. I want this to work. Yes, because now you're getting out of the sadness. You're getting away from the depression. And the Five of Cups is upside down, and you still have the self-will and the strong will to want to do so. So you haven't given up this, right? And you could be offering an apology, or you could be it's more just like kind of a peace offering. It feels like, you know what, okay, fine, we can come together and we'll make a peace offering together. So it's like waving the white flag more than anything in this situation. And it feels like you both can wave the white flag to each other. Because now I have 2 apologies coming in, and I know you ain't making no 2 apologies. No one needs to do that, right? That's just crazy. So it's more like, I'm accepting this from you, and now I'll wave my white flag, and we're going to have this peace together. So now you guys can maybe together say you're sorry together, however it is. But it does feel like there is this peaceful olive branch being handed out together. And you guys are now moving fine. Now you guys are moving. Now you're doing fine. You're moving beautiful. Look at that. Now you can talk and you feel supported and everything feels fine. Because why? Because you let go of the things that were making you unhappy. Okay? The things that were holding you back with the King of Wands, maybe even that pride and that manipulation that you were holding so tight to, that stubbornness. You've let go of all of that, and now you guys can move together, and it does feel like there is a togetherness. You guys are coming back together with this. There is a reconciliation once you guys stop being so stubborn. Okay? I don't know, it sounds like my own story. Okay, my friends, and that was it. Till next time. Peace and love.